Alright, what the hell? Yo, Eric, what are you spamming in the chat? 354. Wait, what's the spam for? What's up, Brad? Yeah, you about to get time, Eric. Eric, what are you doing? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here since Eric's like... You're posting the same number, like 354, like about 5 times. Oh, what? For the audio? Okay, stream's just being weird. I don't know, for whatever reason right there. Audio's alright, you guys hear me well? What, time trial record is 354 on Rainbow Road? That's what it is? Well, you didn't need to spam it though, but at least now we know what it is at that point. What the heck? This is 354. Like... Man, it's been a sports week for him. I think he wants #1 in the chat. He wants to be like the #1 dude that wins on Mario Kart with the world record. He made that record, but his time was like, what, 4 minutes for Rainbow Road. Your cousin told you about 354, that you decided to say group chat for no reason? What? So that explains everything like that, on why it's 354 and all that such. 354 for that reason. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna see what this game is about though. Inda Karane. Tsundere, Turnabout Tsundere. Alright, this should be something. What's up, Horizon? Yeah, it's like Phoenix Wright. This whole game right here. It feels like it's gonna be Phoenix Wright. It's definitely gonna be. Wait. I selected the middle one. The freak? Yo, chat, you see this? This nigga used yellow Pikmin. Hello there, Silver. You know, for some reason, you know, for someone that meathead calls a bird brain, I sure am smart, huh? Post success clarity? Can't believe you're already past that. Oh, I didn't really do much, phase. It's only been an hour. Was you one of the people praising me there? Anyways, never would have thought that would Nano would ever frown at me like that. Kasane Teto? That could... Yeah, imagine... It could be her. Imagine it came down to that point. I'm like, what in the hell? Let me see this. She really did put her emojis on full display as a prosecutor, huh? Weird, considering that's the time when you should be the least emotional. I'm pretty sure it was less than she was being emotional, and more that she was trying to intimidate you. Ha, well it didn't work. Hey, what's up, Alfredo? Welcome to the stream, man. It did. Every time I saw you sweating a lot. I got the knock. Guilty verdict, Sony, and none of that be smart BS mattered. Anyways, where the hell did Harari hide? The walls and benches and stuff now? I'm sure she ensured that a mechanism was involved. I mean, she had to, right? I really don't think she does. I mean this. It's Harari we're talking about. Yes, and Hari owns many more businesses than you have brain cells. Damn, so that's supposed to be a roast. And she's telling me I have a lot more brain cells, or that Hari owns very few businesses. So she's obviously has the capabilities to order a weird mechanism like that. Is she some kind of bitch? Making big walls of death disappear like that? Oh well, whatever it is she did, having a court in your own school. Nah, I can't even read this part. What the fuck? Having a court in your school is really cool. Putting money to good use. Damn, it feels like I'm not even trying at that point, man. I can't even. Screw ending the world hunger or funding charities. Let's just build a court, a giant robot, and a fun, strange drugs left and right. Yeah, this is Ace Attorney, so I never even played Ace Attorney. We're banned. Alright, I found a ban you for calling me that, Silver. I found it this time. I found a ban you for calling me that Tree Blood, that name. Meanwhile, here you are with the usual 2-device method, since you gotta. Yeah, you always told me about that stuff. Like, damn, the 2-device method. I didn't really mean to ban Silver like that, Sneaky. But I was joking. This woman you speak of funds the court you work at? Oh, don't worry, I just want to talk for a bit. Okay, but who are you? That's kind of a harsh way to ask someone to introduce themselves, isn't it? You took it far, Sneaky. You just be like, you know, this band's sober for like 30 seconds. Everybody's the 30-second ban, whoever calls me that name. 30-second ban, and 354. My name is Enough. Wait, and Goshi Nai Fubi, but people mostly just call you Nai? Imagine we just call you NA for just naturally aspirated. Just for naturally aspirated, just call her NA straight up. I might as well just call her NA at this point. I'm Ida Karane, and this glutton is Haraga Karumi. Where the hell did this person even... I've never seen these before. Calling your friend eating in a restaurant a glutton thinking you sound cool? How old are you exactly? What are you, a real living bouncer for a nightclub or something? Gee, somebody thought I was a bouncer for a nightclub. Like, there's some people who literally thought about that. I'm like, bro. Hey, just because I was wearing that one clothes that one day, somebody assumed that I was a literal bouncer for a nightclub. Like, what? What? You think bouncers aren't real? She's a first-year high schooler, and I'm in third year of middle school. Tomodachi Wen? Certainly agree, though, then again, crash the conversation isn't the biggest idea. Pokopia Wen? I think he's more focused on Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition. Danganronpa? That isn't like a game I would touch, so Danganronpa, honestly. It's like I'll just do it the one time for some sort of a thing, but that wouldn't be a game I would touch, honestly. Kurumi, you really shouldn't be telling strangers about your age. What is she gonna do? Eat us? I bet she'd rather have a slice of pizza first anyways. So you guys are still really young, huh? How come you were talking about court for accidental law? Does it really matter anyways? Karane, look. She has an attorney's badge. She's the real deal. Soldier Boy's Tomodachi? Third year. That means repeat 8th grade or 6th grade was year 1. So that means she probably must have repeated like a grade or so at this point. Ugh. Oh man, at least I never went through any of that. She's the real deal? Oh, I see. Well, the court thing. It's a fake court that our friend's mom built on top of the school. Yo, anything random. Huh. So is she an architect? She's the school's chairwoman. What? Don't worry, it's not as illegal as it sounds. Yeah, alright. But I suppose teaching people about the law at such an early age might actually be a good thing. Nah, she ain't teaching nobody. We're just kind of replicating. They had to censor it, Ace Attorney. They literally had to censor this. What? Everybody already knows right away, even from the picture of the thumbnail, so it makes sense. I see. If I were you, I'd also be confused. Regardless, a started point is always important, so I suppose maybe this could be for your own good? I bet you make a fine lawyer. We just met. You haven't even seen me at work. What the hell do you mean by this? Being rude might rupture your defendant's trust. Try to be nicer. You could definitely do with being nicer. So you're a glutton and a hypocrite? Telling people to be nice is part of being a nice person. Too bad you'll never get how it feels. You two have a fun, dynamic, and unbreakable bond. I guess you could call it that. I think you should take on more cases in the future. Your spirit seems like it's in the right places, and you have a friend who's got your back. Oh man. What in the hell am I even playing at this point, bro? Your future as a lawyer seems rather clear. Is she a law fanatic or something? I'm willing to help you with this road. If you have questions, I'm generally in my office so you can come around and ask. I surely doubt I'll be getting another case anytime soon. Not like any of us is committing crimes left and right. Even occasional cases can help you grow. I trust that you can be a great source of hope for people. Not gonna lie, you like the notebook sketch style they were going for? Yes. Yeah, that's what they were going for with this. They draw this on like a drawing tablet for this stuff. I guess to make it more Ace Attorney-ish. My question is, would you cosplay as Wright or Edgeworth if you were to cosplay? Between those two, I guess I could probably... I think I could do Edgeworth. Maybe. I might do Edgeworth over Wright. Sounds good though, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, Bullet Bill in second? As long as first place is 10 seconds ahead? What? No way. Wait, I think that probably might happen at one point. I think during Turnabout Tuesday. Are you an exposition NPC? I should probably leave now. Here's my business card. The location of my office, my phone number and email are on there. If you need any help, don't be afraid to come and ask. Sure. Have a good evening, you two. She saw a big pizza in front of her and didn't take a single slice. She truly has an iron will. Or maybe she already had one since she's in a pizzeria. Anyways, let's finish eating and go home. I'm real tired. And it's 6:30. You're already tired? This trial burnt me out, man. Wait, on Among Us? No way, right? For both outfits? Bro. Wait, the event's is there like an event happening right now for that? Dude, if that were to be the case, I'd do it at this point. I think I might have to go through Among Us on my computer and see. I want to go home and... should I try talking to her? Yeah. Sure. Can't believe you're thinking about Miss Angonashi already. She just left. I'm gonna tell Hakari about this. It's not like I'm interested in pursuing law further or anything. Yep, typical Tsundere talk. This is what it is. Oh, so it has nothing to do with that, okay. Wait, what's that? You really are bird brain. 1698, 928. What the hell? What are those numbers? What the heck, Sneaky? Bro was saying numbers in the chat. The heck? Okay. Guess we got some more after this, huh? Fate has a way of punishing things. It's all about fate, huh? Karma. What? All about karma. What the hell happened here? What the heck? This is somebody just laying on the ground. Quick, call an ambulance. She's already bled out quite a lot. We might be able to keep her from fainting if we're quick enough. Nah, it looks like she might be savable, but it just feels like it's far too gone. That's a bit late to say. She's already unconscious. Damn it. Quick, take her before she bleeds even further. How did it come to this? One of us riding the line between our worlds and the next? Alfred, the culprit has been caught. You can cancel the police search. Good. Where is he right now so I can go give him a crater in his skull? Oh man. According to me, he's a she. Wait, what? And she's too young to survive even the lightest punch from you. Good news, it seems like Hahari's bleeding has slowed down. She's gonna survive this. Because it seems like whoever did this intentionally avoided a fatal attack. Considering how young she must be, I assume it was intentional, but she just failed to land a fatal blow. The ambulance has arrived. Come help me carry her quickly. Whoever this asshole is, I won't forgive her. Even if she's that young. And so unexpectedly started my second case. Something I wasn't aware was the case at the time. I thought this was an open and shut case, but after meeting the culprit, whatever will ill will and extreme hatred I felt towards this girl, I lost immediately. FNAF? Chapter 2, The Moonless Trial? I think I clicked like the second one when I was doing this. Oh man. Five Nights at Federal Prison. Those are long lost in the past. I can inform you of any that come up in the future if you like this. Actually, they said this is where she's been detained. We're considering this is a case for more severe than... That's what FNAF stands for. Well, actually, Five Nights at Freddy's. Throwing a paper ball at your teachers? Where did the P come from? I wonder if there's a reason behind that. Does May know something we don't? I'm starting to suspect it. Anyways. Let's see this kid. Wait, who the hell tell you calling a kid? You think that just let you call me a kid? Only a kid would get so upset at this. Okay, but where the hell is she? Over here, dipshit. Would you just call me? Only a kid would get so upset at being insulted like that. What's up, Kurumi? Uh-oh. What the heck? What the hell is this? Pencil drawn. Yo. Stop staring at me like that. Have your parents ever taught you how to introduce yourselves? She's the attacker? This looks like... What? Yo, what? Bruh. She looks like she's too frail to even hurt a newborn kid. Is she seriously the attacker? Yeah, look at this. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like, chat. Like, look at this. Like, her face? This is like something from, some sort of an old game, like, way back. At least, like, in the 2000, like, no, not 2000, like, 2000s at least. What the hell? Who you're calling the frail? I can knock your balls off your crotch. Hey, yo, pause. Hey, yo. Hey. Okay, does she even know what balls are or what a crotch is? Pause, like, she does not know any of it. My name is Inakarane. I'm a student at this school. And I'm Haraga Kurumi. I'm also a student here, but a year younger than her. Did I bleed and ask? What is this British grunt all about? Yo, I just say grunts. But just so we're even, me name is Doro Bora Doro. I'll just call you Doro. As like, it's like those Doros from like Nikki Gaza figure. That stupid Doro with the pink hair. This stupid Doro just ruined everything. You damn heathen. Okay, what's going to happen to you? I've heard the Mado say that I will be sent to a court to get prosecuted. Yeah. Wait, how old are you again? Me? I'm, chat. I don't even... I don't have a... You don't have a calendar? What? Do you have any official papers or an ID or anything that could help us know? I don't have any papers or anything. Or any ID with my age on it, sorry. What? This is really ain't looking all good. Too good. Like what? If they don't know her age, they'll probably take her liberty of charging her with a crime she couldn't have committed. Yeah, this is gonna be a long night, it looks like. I want to see how this is all gonna play out. What do you mean? And how do you know all that? researched the Japanese legal system but a bit after I got obsessed with Ace Attorney, and the age of criminal responsibilities is 14 here. A bit is a bit of a stretch. Kurumi heavily researched and went to trials with Rentaru and begged to enroll in law school. Without any papers, no one would be able to know if she should be charged or not. Charged? With what? Hey. Just Doro is fine. Okay, Doro-chan, listen. Do you realize how grave the situation you're in is? If they can't establish that you're younger than 14, they will have to charge you with assault. Assault? I never heard a damn thing. Unless you count the rich pocket that is. Please don't stack more on top of my endless list of worries, please. I can't just let this go to court. She'd be screwed. Unless if a lawyer takes her defenses and establishes that she's below 14, she's gonna be charged with assault and theft. And would a lawyer really defend a random thief like her? Would it be getting too much in return? It'd be useless for him. What? Only a prosecutor will be therefore forcing her to take responsibility for something she didn't do and thinks she had to do it to live? Damn it. Damn. If only I was a real lawyer, if only I could defend this girl. This poor girl. Like this is a dire situation. This is just so bad, I would tell you. This is really bad. Think, Karane. Think. What are you doing here, Karane-sama? Oh hey mate, did you just visit Harari in the hospital? I'm ashamed to report that I could not. And why is she so pissed? Simply the sight of her laying down in bed with a large bandage on her head is enough to cause me mental anguish. Sheesh. May, what about the two of you? When we visited her, she had passed out completely. I see. I had to take the girl to the police now. Hey, let go. Wow, she really is fragile. Ah, put me down. I guess not. Maybe May's just much more capable than your average girl. Poor Doro-chan. Wait, what the? Kurumi? May? What if we had a trial within this school's courtroom? I apologize for this, but I can hear your joke later. Kurumi, I'm being serious. Just please, don't take her to the police. May? Please? Understood. Ha, she's pissed. She wanted to do so, but looks like you can't now. I should set up the courtroom for the trial later after school at 3:30. Karane-sama, will you be the taking on this case? Sheesh. I'm not ready to step into my own pretend lawyer's shoes again. I don't feel like I belong in a court, even a fake one, even a fake trial. But the consequences of this trial aren't fake. They're very real. I might ruin this poor girl's entire life. I suppose you won't. And I shall get going. Please inform the other girls that I won't be back for a while. Objection! Oh boy. May, wait. I'll take on Doro-chan's case. What kind of... This case, man, is going to be on to something. It's going to be one hell of a case. Did you realize that even if you succeeded, I'm still obligated to send her to the law? This could buy us more time to find proof that she's innocent and to convince May to overlook her arrest. It's alright, I will take her defense anyway. Understood. I'll just go somewhere. Somewhere better for her and us than here. hell is going on with you? Something about you is ever so slightly off? I'll be keeping Miss Doro here until the trial. Please be prepared as well, so it may not be a waste of time. And remember not to skip the classes. Hold it. That proper dialogue. That's the proper dialogue in this situation. Thankfully this thing came out of nowhere though, honestly. Otherwise, what could it be instead of hold it? Yeah, of course. Right, I'm in school. When do classes start for you? I start at 9:30. What about you? At 10. I guess we have a bit of time to go investigate now. But we better be back before 9:20 at least. Right, so should we head to the scene of the crime first? You better get me some food on the road. I need to feed my stomach. I'd better get a part-time job while I'm at it, so I can feed my wallet. Everybody's gotta feed their wallet somehow. We gotta feed it somehow, Chad. Well, what should we start with? I don't know, it's either here or the crime scene. It's here. I'm still not mentally prepared for the crime scene. You know what? It doesn't matter. Since we're here now, let's just finish this first, then move there then. It's not like that works for me, or anything. What type of conversation is this? A necklace? And it's so pretty too. I want something like this. If it turns out it doesn't belong to anyone, I'll take it for myself. Good night, Eric. See you next stream. What the heck is the 354 time trials? You better hit those numbers on Rainbow Road, Eric, if you can. Nah, I better see you hit those numbers, bro. At this point. Oh, somebody's hungry. This ain't a cheese ball, but... Come on! Alright, bro. Oh, how am I supposed to... How suppose it looks like one? Alright, this conversation gives me a new meaning to the phrase, my eyes are up here. Dude! I wonder if this necklace belongs to anyone here. Huh. Careful not to step on that. It's bigger than every other evidence here. Why would I accidentally step on it? What if it wasn't accidental? Why would I intentionally step on sharp glass? Do you think this is from the window here or from the one above? Why did you avoid my earlier question? Why are you avoiding my current question? I think it's from the window here. Did you really think it was from the one on the second floor? To answer your earlier question, well, you would step on those glass shards intentionally to avoid answering a question like this, huh? You're building a rally racetrack? Wait, is that for Fall Guys? I'm surprised nobody cleaned these footprints up. I guess they were asked to keep the crime scene elements intact to allow for a proper investigation. Yeah, so why is no one here? I suppose since Haru is out of commission right now, May has to say in things, and she asks for the police to not to come. Shouldn't she do so? something just really weird about all of this. I'll take a picture of this and note some stuff down. Oh, and Pokemon. Okay. This window's broken. I wonder who might have done it. Do you think it's related to the case? I'm not sure, but it wouldn't hurt to note it down. I suppose it might mean something to us later. Well, that's everything from this one here. Just 4 things and we found it. I think we covered everything here. Yeah. But what about that? Oh, top left. I guess that's the crime room? Yeah. And weirdly enough, there's no glass. Probably because the window was open or something, or maybe the glass was removed entirely since it looks pretty big. Most likely the latter, and it's unlikely they broke through it, otherwise there'd be more glass on the floor. That's true. I guess the window was open on that night. I should note that down. Anyways, we should probably go to the crime scene now. Well, it ain't actually murder, so this shouldn't be that bad. But it's not like I'm kind of scared of anything. Bruh. Who play RDB Tsundere 2 now? Let's just go already. Ha! She already figured it out. Oh, man. Well, we already figured that out. This ain't looking all too good. Are you okay, Kurumi? Can we please do this quickly and move on? This room's gonna make me sick. Poor Kurumi. Let's do this quickly so we can leave before she throws up. Amen. So this is what dried blood smells like. Hope we can finish the investigation quickly so I don't have to smell this for longer. Man. The blood dried up on the carpet. A pretty big puddle too. It's so weird that it dried up so quickly too, but I guess the blaring sun might have had something to do with it. Kurumi, are you okay? You look like you're about to throw up a storm. The smell of a chocolate milk is forever going to be tainted with the smell of dried blood. I hope we can finish the investigation quickly so she doesn't get her taste in chocolate milk screwed forever. Whoa, how can anyone pull this thing out without damaging the window? Oh look, it has a little switch to it. Pull out from the side so that you can attach it easily to the window frame. You can join the chat session with them? Wait, what, on Discord? Yeah, ain't that cool? Let me see. What the heck? Ah, why is it so heavy? Yeah, I expected them to be heavy, but this feels like it's as heavy as a chocolate fountain. Oh, game chat. Okay. Wait, what game are they playing right now? You can flip it out on yourself. Anyways, let me note this down just in case. Oh no. Will this make Kurumi hungrier? Alright, let's see here, and let's avoid discussing what it is. The stain seems to have been on the carpet for a while. The footprint means someone stepped in the stain. It looks like those footprints outside are part of it too. which means you're playing Simpsons Hit and Run? That's a classic. I played it on PS2, if I remember. Yeah, back on PS2. What does that mean? Well, let me note this down. Oh man. A cup of chocolate milk? Gonna go outside, maybe get a snack. Poor Karumi. Anyways, there's not much to analyze, but it's kind of weird that it's even here. I'd expect it to be in the kitchen. Why chocolate milk? Does Hahari drink chocolate milk, or maybe it's a Hakari? Hey Siri, does chocolate milk increase the breast size? The chocolate milk in the fridge. What the? Oh. Shit, I guess. What's up, Psycho? What the hell? Oh, it's Pauline. I'm like, what the hell is that profile picture until I realized it's Pauline doing the absolute meme. I forgot the rest, but you know what I mean. But how you doing? No. But isn't it weird that it's empty? We know that neither Hakari nor Hahari drinks this. I guess that answers my question from earlier. Thanks for nothing, Siri. Nanopedia is better anyways. So why would they have it then? Maybe it's relevant somehow. Let me note it down. Are we supposed to play this with viewers? I always keep Absolute Cinema me, but with Pauline, yeah. I always entirely like this with viewers. Everybody here just watches as I play. I can talk about any other path I might have to go through. So this is what the culprit is used. What's wrong? Don't tell me you're jealous of inanimate objects' breasts too. Oh wow. Why does everything in this house taunt me like that? I'm gonna note this down and not include what the statue looks like. What an absolute. I think we're done here. And we're pretty quick too. We have a lot of time left. Why don't we walk back to school then? Yeah, we have 50 minutes left, or 45 if you don't count the walk back to school. Alright then, so let's go talk to Doro a bit before class then. We gotta find this Doro, bro. What the heck? Well, at least amongst you have up to 15. I'll buy the game servers are trash quality on certain days. Wait, 15 like rounds? Cause I would have to see Among Us. Hi Doro-chan, we have a few questions for you before we go to class. Karumi needs food. Bro, she's about to be passing out at this point, bro. Like, dead on the floor of no food. I'm very smart, so I can answer all your questions easily. Really? It's not like those kind of questions, but I'm sure that you're very smart and well read. 15 in one lobby? What? 15 people in one lobby, okay. So for your starters, where were you when this whole thing happened? What whole thing? The French Revolution? I wasn't born yet. What? Not these kind of questions. How could someone be so historically aware yet also so innocently unaware? I'm talking about yesterday's crime, the assault on Hahari. I think I heard her scream after the leap. I leaped out of the window. Right, you did do that, didn't you? Mind you, I didn't see much of what happened. I was already off on my feet by the time she screamed. I'm not sure if I can believe her, but I still doubt that she was the one who hit Hari. Is there anything else you remember? The smell of Choco. That's Kurumi. You've been oddly silent. Bro, gotta learn to give things to a moment to avoid causing these annoying coincidences. Anyways, we have no shot at figuring out Doro's age, right? You're frustrating, you're frustrating stupid one, aren't you? My gosh. Jesus. The way how they just talk, like write this down, like, oh man. Can you repeat that but without the accent? I didn't know my age ever since I had to leave home with me sibs a while ago. How long ago is that? And what was your age then? Well, it must have been quite a while since I saw my little bro go from a gremlin to a right old dog, but I was 8 last time I asked him. Asked who? Well, I answered your question. I have the right to shut up and not talk. Who taught this little girl about the right to remain silent? Okay, so since you were there at the time of the crime, did you see the culprit? Yeah, I did. They were drenched in black, but I could see their silhouette. Why say a word if you can't even pronounce it? I guess reading without correcting her pronunciations does that. So you didn't really see them at all, did you? Not really. No. But they were tall. Something around your height or more. I see. That does narrow things down. Removing Kusuri, Shizuka, and Kurumi for sure. Unless if the writer wanted to reuse the whole Kusuri turned into an 18-year-old form plotline again. At which point I think this game would be planned for lazy storytelling. Wait. Didn't I have a piece of evidence that Doro-chan would be interested in? Wait, no, this ain't right. What evidence did I want to present? Wait, I didn't have a piece of evidence that Doro-chan would be interested in? Alright, let me just start with this. Wait, no, this ain't right. Let me see. What? What could it be? Not this. Where the hell could that be? No, not that. Seriously? This cross member? This? Hey Doro-chan, could this be yours? Please say no, please say no, say no, say no. Where'd you find it? Not exactly a no nor a yes. Hurts all the same anyways. It was on the courtyard floor, the place where the crime took place yesterday night. Over here, that was my treasure. She went from sounding like a burglar to a pirate. Alright, here you go. It's torn. Well, too bad. Now that it's already torn, you're already screwed at this point. That's how we found it. Can you keep it for now? I need to go back home before being able to tie it back up. The hell? What are you doing? There, It's just needed a little nod. Thanks. She might give Shizuka a run for her money with how cute she looks right now. I don't have any more questions. We're probably done now, right? We got 30 minutes left. You wanna go to class already? Fine. Any ideas as to what we can do? How about... Would you mind walking back to the mansion? I've got a cool idea. Sure. I don't mind. Hope it ain't anything weird or any annoying. Alright, cool. Let's go then. Man, what's on her mind, man? What could it be at this point? Oh, wow. We can see who's lying and who's not here. And we could use that to ensure whoever's testifying is lying in court. Are you okay? You seem a bit frustrated. I want to kick that shitty thing to Hell's final lair and let it bounce back here so I can kick it back down again. What? Yo, am I allowed to laugh? I spotted 2 of them. Yep. Oh no, these 2. Oh hey, it's you 2. This is a reunion I never wanted. Kisuri, the butler and the guard all in one room? This could potentially fall to chaos. I sure hope that wasn't a jab at me specifically, little miss. Oh, don't worry. Whenever someone speaks of chaos, it's usually about me, so you're not a target of such indicament. It's you, because if it isn't either of you 2, then it'd have to be the cat. I didn't know Kisuri enough. I have genuinely thought she was ignorant or stupid. So how can I help the young missus? Chocolate milk, please. We do not have that, but I can send it out this man to go get chocolate milk for you. Oh, come on. I don't want to pass by that supermarket. And the children there always throwing water balloons from the 2nd floor at me. What's with this poor guy at the targeted harassment? Before that, can we ask you a few questions? Go ahead. But can you sit on the lie detector first? I feel hurt for being thought of as a liar. It's not for you specifically. We have another liar here we'd like to get truth from. She's talking about you, guard man. What the? This isn't Samantha the witch. Blaming the cat is pointless. Literally, blaming the cat won't really do anything at this point. Oh man. Well, at least I'd be able to iron out my liar tendencies. Build yourself into an honest, capable man, so you can protect this mansion with strength and justice. Yes, ma'am. This has gotta be the most unnatural thing I've seen today. It's most likely won't be the last. Come on, let's ask him about some things. Alright. Who should I start with? We need to establish how this is done first. So listen well. Let me see evidence. So far we got most of this stuff. Okay. Wait. Hold up. We got a whole lot of evidence to get through. Wait, let me count. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 evidence. What? We got 22 of these to get through. We need to establish this done well first, so listen well. Kisuri, the guard, or the butler will sit on the lie detector and then testify. But since they're aware of this lie detecting ability, they might use more specific terms or words to bypass detection, and those terms will often look a little bit different than usual. They're gonna bypass it? How? How does one even do this? Like, just simply bypass it with some sort of words. Just press them on that statement and they should slip up. Should be easy, right? Just press the suspicious statements. Alright, let me try. First, I'll go with... What could we go with first now at this point? Oh, man. Actually, I'll start with the typical and see how that goes. From left to right, Tsundere didn't go to the crime room at the time of the crime. But I did go to the kitchen before that time. I heard Hari scream. I got so scared that I nearly peed myself. Bro, what? I only went to the room to check up on Hari's health after the crime. So Tsundere is innocent. Promise. Where do I even begin? At the beginning? Right. Tsundere didn't go to the crime room at the time of the crime. But I did go to the kitchen before that time. And I heard Hari scream. I got so scared that I nearly... Bro. I only went to the room to check up on Hari's health after the crime. So Tsundere is innocent. Promise? I'm not gonna say the extra part, but... Man. Hold it. Still Tsundere. Alright. I think I'm using the right time. What the hell are you doing? You told me to spill all my drugs. I actually spilled the stuff about the oddly specific thing you said. Oh well, Tsundere thought you were finally accepted the greatness of drugs and wanted to join on the drug fund. Please continue. Tsundere didn't go to the crime room at the time of the crime. Okay, that's... So you did go to the kitchen before that time, then. And... So if that's the case, you already heard the scream, then I guess that sounds... Okay. So you only went to the room just to check up on Hari's health after the crime. So Tsundere is innocent. Promise? What? Yo. Okay. There we go. Come on. Let's see what she got. Bro, this ain't gonna work. What the heck? Oh my days. Yo, what? Aw, damn it. Even the detective's already alive. This is the second time. Whole chair is just like The lie or truth detector. The time. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you weren't there at the time of the crime specifically. Well, I feel you're playing Miles Edgeworth rather than Phoenix Wright in all your honesty. If that's what it could be, I think it's her first testimony where she didn't go to the crime scene. Yeah, she never even went to the scene. Like, we saw her afterwards when she's already on the ground. What about the other times? Nope. That's wow. That's probably the most blatant lie we'll get today. So what's up with that? Did you go after the crime to check up on Hari, but I guess the machine didn't want to count that? Any other times? Lie detector chairs can be really helpful. I think this one right here was just kind of I don't know, being something else at this point. Any other times? Nope. Well, it says a lie here. Fine. I did go before the crime. That could be fairly incriminating, but I couldn't hit the Hari either way. I'm too short and I have no motive. Nope. Well, I can easily disprove the first. The latter seems reasonable, so I'll let it slide. Anyways, I guess now we know that Kisuri did in fact go before and that she heard Hari scream when she was assaulted. Also, she's innocent, I suppose. I wish we could bring everyone else and simply ask that question. Anyways, I think we can move on now. But before you do, write this down. Finally. But honestly, being the one asking questions is nice. You would pair up quite nicely with Aiku if you let your sadistic love of merciless questioning get to your head. I wouldn't be worried if I were you. I'm sure Nakamura Sensei will add a sadistic girl that loves violence to the cast someday. Oh, it's time for this dude. I was supposed to have guard that duty at the time of the crime. Why did your words like this like that? Isn't it a bit suspicious and specific? To be honest, yeah, it is. I can see why you find it a bit suspicious and specific. Oh, we're getting somewhere. So what's the reason behind it? I got hit on the head when I was really young. Went to the doctor and he told me I really have a bad case of stupidity. What? Stupidity. That's not a lie. I guess he is suffering from stupidity. And it's not just a really bad case of it, it's an overwhelming severe case of it. I was supposed to have guard duty at the time of the crime, but most of that time was spent chasing after that demonic cat. Okay, they did mention a cat here. Why did you word like this, like that? So what's the reason behind it? Okay. Thankfully, I never allowed it to disturb anyone in the mansion. Might work. Okay. So what's the reason behind it? Okay, same stuff. Nope. As far as I know, there was never any human who passed through the inferior corridor. There we go. So you're saying no human passed through the corridor? Yes, indeed. Isn't it a bit strange to highlight humans specifically? To be honest, yeah, it is. I can see why you find it a bit strange. So, did non-humans pass through? Yes, that demonic cat. Well, I just stopped right there for that. What? I would just already click that. What the hell? Bruh. Chat, I literally just clicked that. See. That could be important. You should probably write it down. I should. I don't think we have anything else to ask him about. What about his name? He's not the butler. His name doesn't matter. I think I just heard his heart shattering from here. Ouch. Bruh. I didn't commit the crime personally. I simply walked in the corridor outside the dame's room in case she wanted anything from me. However, I did spot a little rascal sticking around the mansion. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's a little specific. Why are you talking like that? Would a respectable miss might not be ignored? That was rude. Judging the way someone speaks is quite rude, yes. Not like I care about coming off as rude or anything. Yes, it is a turny parody. Bruh, it's like, even though I'm just playing this parody, it feels like I'm actually playing the actual game itself, but in some sort of a way. Maybe he's right. I should be nicer to Missouri. What about, it ain't like I'm a Tsundere or anything. Ain't that a speech pattern? Is my voice that deep? I didn't commit the crime personally. Okay. Okay, so that. Nothing definitive, but I felt like it was her, and knowing what we do now, I suppose I was correct in my assumption. Is that enough for you? Huh? Not a single lie. Well, if he wasn't involved in the crime, he had no reason to. I suppose. How about we ask him about something else? How about, hey, Mr. Butler, what's your name? I'd rather not say. And besides, it's not that important. Simply put, nobody calls me by my full name, and that's because I respectfully asked the madam to avoid doing so. Nothing, and the question is pretty useless. Hey, remember? I'm not going to flip up easily, so they might twist some words to avoid telling the full truth. So you have to question anything that feels oddly specific. I'd rather not say, and besides, it's not that important. Okay, there we go. Your full name, huh? Isn't that a bit specific? What about your regular name? You see, that does not matter right now. I'm asking you something. I want you to answer. That would piss him off. Otherwise, you'd be failing as a member of the esteemed Hanazono estate. Understood. Nobody calls me by my family name. And what about your first name? Yes. Yes, what? Yes, they call you by your first name, or yes, or they don't. I have the right to remain silent. I guess the machine disagrees there. They don't call me by my first name either. I suppose that's a lie too. So they do call you by your first name. Not truly so. They call me Alfred. Bro, we just heard this. But that would bring similarities to Batman and other generic Butler characters. No lie there. They're both butlers, I suppose. Wait, Kimi no wa Butler-san? Butler-san, that would have been that would have been his name right there. Yo, look, it's Butler-san, chat. Regardless, I like to remain silent about my full name. Yeah. Hikari? What's Alfred's full name? Oh, gotcha, I see it, thanks. Bye. Pierdo Alfredo. Karani, we should go have Alfredo pasta after our first classes, yeah? Poor Alfredo, the sad butler clown. Oh, man. We got everything we needed for now, I think. We need, since apparently Shizuka and Nana will pass before the trial to investigate. No clue if that's a good or not. And we can't bring a thief like Doro-chan here in broad daylight, so we can't see if she's innocent. You mean using the lie detector? Karane? Do you truly believe Doro's innocence? Honestly, I'm not really sure. You were so damn stupid for taking of this role to begin with, you know, since you're not really the smartest gal out there. Are you seriously trying to bring me down? Now of all times too? No. Because I'll add that you've truly got a heart of gold and you're super persistent too. I've seen it firsthand. We're both hardly honest. And while I kept pushing back and Pentaru for a while before I confessed, you confessed to him on your own without needing much convincing. You're far more honest and far more capable than me. If anyone can overcome their inheritance flaws and push it way beyond it when the time calls for it, it will be you. Thanks, Ruby. I guess we won't truly know she's innocent until we get to the end of the trial, huh? Alright. Fully ready for this now. Let's go to the front door trying to prove her innocence. Yeah, alright. But first, it's 9:30. Uh-oh. Don't uh-oh me. I started at 10:30. You're the one in trouble now. Alright, bye, Kurumi. You about to be late for class. Oh man, as I ran as fast as I could through the empty streets, got myself even more pumped up. I was more ready than ever to stand there behind the dead desk and at someone's defense once again. And as Kurumi said, I might not be as smart as Nano or even Shizuka, but the least I could do is have the courage to keep pushing. 9:30 game, 9 p.m. IRL. What a timing. Almost by 30 minutes. The least I could do is to keep believing in Doro-chan. I gotta stop monologuing to myself or I might throw up. How many saves? This is the second one by far. What in the Neptunes? What's the evidence we got so far? What the heck? I feel like I'm gonna faint at any moment. Wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we got 20 evidence left? Oh man. The fate of this little girl is in my hands. Hey Missy. Oi Missy. What are you sweating like that? Doro-chan. Can I tell her that I haven't found any evidence that proves she's innocent? No. No you can't. Hi Doro, I hope you slept well. Didn't we see each other earlier today? Ah shit, you're right. Someone played too much Phoenix Wright. Shut up. You should be acting more like him yourself. And you should be acting more like Maya Fey. I had to be able to summon the dead for that. I had to be an actual warrior for me to be more like him. You dipshits. Should I be defending one or you before you defend me? She's right. We're acting like a children. No, Karane, you are. Anyways, I'm fully ready. As long as we can establish that Doro wasn't in the room at the time of the attack, we'll be good. Yeah, I'm curious to know what Nano has up her sleeve for this one. Nano? I didn't talk to her yet. Is she gonna be on my side? The trial is about to start in a few minutes. Phew! The stress quadruple can't wait to melt the table with my eyes, my sweat. Take a deep breath and let's go in. Good luck with you guys. Oh, this ain't for none. I didn't want to let this little girl's life go into more ruin because of a mishap. Thanks, Doro. Alright, let's go in. Oh man, here we are. This courtroom is now in session for the trial of Bora Doro. Is the prosecution ready? What the heck? Oh, she looks like she's in a bad mood. The prosecution's not ready, Your Honor. Understood. Then the trial shall be adjourned to wait for the prosecution to be ready. Hold on a moment there. We can't just stop the whole trial because Nano refuses to be ready. I guess we can conclude the trial now in favor of Doro-chan. The prosecution is now ready for your honor. Bruh. Is the defense ready? Defense is ready, Your Honor. Dude, what the hell? Understood, that we shall begin. Miss Bora, you are being accused of the crime of assault, with additional charges of theft awaiting you out in a real court. Do you understand the situation you find yourself in? All I understand is that this whole shebang ain't going nowhere fast. I'd rather go to a real court and go on trial there. This place stinks of false money. Hey, whose money do you think this is? Shit, I forgot about these guys. If it wasn't for the fact that even one of us is questioning your innocence, I'd have you thrown it into a real court right away. Little Miss Bora, your situation is very grave. You better be on your best behavior here so that Hakari-sama's patience isn't wasted. Understood? That's an understood I never thought I'd hear from May. Now, Sama, if you would please give us your opening statement. Gladly, Your Honor. Doro, the suspect in question, has been accused of assaulting the victim Hanazono Hahari. The time of the crime was exactly 11:45. The room is the fourth on the second floor of the Hanazono mansion. We don't have complete proof of her action due to inconclusive evidence, but we do know that no one else was there in the room at the time of the crime. So, dude, this is the first. This is a whole fight right now with case 1. Ah, man. Wait, what the heck? She has numbers in her names like 0011. The only person who would have done this is the suspect, Bora Doro. Was there really no one else there? If I have any chance of getting Doro off the hook, it'd be by proving that someone else was there. No, we don't really know if nobody else was there. Yes, we do. In fact, we have proof of it. witness testimony, but that is not necessarily right now. So there is currently no proof that if that's the case, right? What the heck? Yeah, what the heck? Yeah. How come? That's the most important thing right now. Could this be the case of this? The witness in question can't come at all. Who is that witness? Yoshimoto Shizuka? Please come to the stand so you can give everyone the basic breakdown of the case. She completely ignored me. Bruh. What? Look at this! So you got 2v1 plus those 4 in the back. And her up there, that makes it like 5. Shizuka, hello, my good friends. If you wouldn't mind, Yoshimoto Shizuka, please give us a basic breakdown of the proof of the suspect's guilt. What in what? It might even seem right now. At least this is better than the one anime game where you work at a shop full of undies. Oh, actually, I don't know what to think of that right now. Actually, you know what? Between that one and this, shit. I know it's crazy, but hey, this one seems good. But I mean, I don't mind like being in that one, but that one's just a lot of pressure on me. I'd rather just be in that coffee place talking to that other girl. I forgot her name. I'm guilty, Sneaky. What? How? What? Bro says I'm guilty for killing her mom. It would be my pleasure, my good friends. Since I have all the evidence already, I could probably poke a hole through whatever she thinks might be the proof. For playing the game? Alright, this is number 2nd edition. Alright. So the criminal will arrive at the scene of the crime at the time, known as 11:45. The criminal stood inside the room with a weapon in hand and struck down on the unsuspecting Haruhi-san. After striking down her mortal enemy, Doro pulled out the middle bar and jumped out the window. Thankfully, Mei-san, the courageous, ran after her immediately and brought Doro to justice. Despite all that boasting, I guess you guys haven't really figured out anything out at all. Ben 10 is coming to Fortnite? I had a feeling that was going to happen at one point. I think it had to start like January or February. Somebody said something like that. I remember seeing something on Instagram. That was going to happen for sure. But I'm not surprised he's actually happening now. Comes to the game. That was mean. No, it wasn't. I hope I'm not the only one who sees how little you guys did your work. Anyways, here comes my cross-examination. Alright, let's get it out there. Cross-examination. 2nd edition. Known as 11:45. How do you know that? The victim's scream was heard at that exact time. Who checked on the time when the scream happened? The one in question happened to be Nano-san? That is true. I didn't look at my watch when I heard the scream. Huzzah for the night of time. So this meant that you hypothetically Doro-chan went into the room quite well before 11:45. We don't know if that is the case, but unless if Hanazono Hari was already in the room before then, that is the most likely the case. What could that mean? Allow me to explain. proof of this being the case? Not much, but we know that no one else was in the room. So it had to be Doro-chan. Is that what you're trying to say? In the Karana, you're scared of detectives. Detectives? Allow me to explain that. We know that Doro was in the room at the time because of the footprints. Why would anyone walk barefoot? Anyone besides Borodoro? I guess in the end I can't prove that she wasn't in the room. I gotta find another way through then. What the hell? Oh my days. So I guess they're fully convinced? I'll be too if it wasn't for that. Try to find something here. I doubt she's was haphazardly done investigating. Investigation is going to be as complete as last time. Well, if the scream occurred at a specific time, then the murder was there prior to that time. Okay. Hold on. I think that was prior before that. The other text. She did? She? Asking the same question against not, and against is highly inefficient. Can't you let a gal speak? You really need to stop being a sarcastic meaning to she's a kid. Or Nana will keep striking back every time. Oh, come on. I ain't being that mean, am I? Correct. Someone's answering your question from earlier. I did in fact run after the little Miss Doro. I didn't bring her to justice in accordance with your request. I appreciate you for doing that, Mason. So I guess they're fully convinced. Would it be too if it wasn't for... Actually... Not the furthest one? No. She did. Yes, she did. And the proof is... the metal bars are not on the window. What if someone else pulled them out? But nobody else was there. Is that really true? No, that has to be one of the first options. Thankfully, okay. So I guess they're... Hold on, watch this. Thankfully, you're at least mediocre at this, to say the least. Though, in your opinion, we might have came too low on evidence. Yeah, this is far too low. Look at this. What? This is far too low on evidence, bro. Do you have any proof of this being the case? Not much, but we know that no one else was in the room. Wait a minute. That's the same stuff. I'm gonna redo this again. Hold up. Wait, hold up. What the heck? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. You imagine You happen to be playing Sword Shooter GF and two friends right now, Sneaky. Ain't you guys on Epic Games? Please stay silent and simply listen to what Yoshimoto has to say, and then to assure you do. I'm not just... Yeah, I'm just missing these hearts. God damn. Damn. Hard. I don't even know for something like this. Okay. Yeah. Let me look at this. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is bad. I wasn't totally sure how this would go out like this. Thought this might be enough evidence, to be honest. Background? Let's try something like oceanic, like ocean stuff, like the beach. What could that mean? Damn. I think this is low on evidence. I'm not sure how much evidence would be needed for something like this. Maybe just need like the, there's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Blunder Beach is the closest could be? Okay. Yeah, this is... Yo, I'd never... This has to be one of the most incomplete things of the game. So, pretty much... Oh, let me see if I can fix this real quick. I'm gonna have to hit the quit button real quick. Be right back. Never mind. We're good. I think that might work. New game? I'm not totally sure. Wait a minute. No freaking way. I think I started with number 2 rather than number 1. If that could be the reasoning to this stuff. Let me see. If that might be the case. Because I did recall pressing number 2 rather than number 1. Something the truth. Wait a minute, I might have hit chapter 2. Well, let me go check. I definitely did hit chapter 2 for sure. Yeah, I definitely did. Let me go check this out, because I definitely hit like a certain, like a snag. Because King actually won Bully Street Fall Guys. He said Monday PST. Oh, King. Oh yeah, King asked for that. Okay, well, it's just like the real deal. Make sure to make it as accurate as possible to the game since you kept excitedly talking about them. Oh yeah, I definitely hit the second one, no wonder. After all, why make it if we won't make it perfectly? I don't feel like it had any reason to be made in the first place. My Harakurumi, Ace Attorney, and I will defend you. She's completely enamored by it. What the fuck? Hey yo, she looks so happy. There's a Hahari River Cruise, one of the biggest tourist attractions in this country. What do you think it could be used for? I don't think it has any purpose. Shit. You know what? If there's like a whole, like, if there's something like this at a water park, I'd ride it, because you're in between two things right there. If you know what I mean. It's not like if any of us are gonna commit a crime or anything. And it's possible someone in Rentaro's family might commit a crime. What? Like theft? Like murder? Are you crazy? I said that in the Karane. I don't think she meant that as a joke. It can be to at least clear up any false charges between us. I'm not sure I want to not trust any of you guys. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely, yeah, I should have started with at least number 1 before going to number 2 in this stuff. Maybe that might be the reason to this. Because chapter 2 was actually pretty long. Would you rather falsely accuse someone rather than fairly judge them? That's not what I meant. You know, lawyers protect people. They don't clear false charges against people. They defend against injustice. Even the craziest, they have to even defend those who are also wrong so they won't get screwed over. Oh man. Most lawyers fail at doing their job, don't they? They just don't have any passion for the work. But I do. Most just want the money, you know. Shit. I'm Haraku, Ace Attorney, and the defender of the innocent. Better call Saul. I guess Saul can just help us with this whole case at this point, or else we're getting cooked. I'll act as a prosecutor then, Harakuri. Oh no. With a prosecutor like Nano in court, nobody's safe. Yeah, I'm Bella if that's the case. You ain't gonna catch me. No way. It sounds perfect for you, Nano. I guess she's backing down now. Whatever happened to the defender of the innocent? I love to deduce the endless possibilities of the crime scenes. Didn't know you were into detective novels, Shizuka. I lent her one of my favorites. It was called... What the? It's a phone call from our family's group chat? It's a phone call from... Ijo Rentaru. Allow me to heed the call. Girls, help. Somebody stole my clothes from the locker room. What the is going on here? I guess the suspects are going to be mostly boys, right? I checked with the guards. There shouldn't be anyone but us and a newspaper club. I Hanazono's Hikari. My suspicion lies on Hikari-san as well. I guess I see how it could be her. This is the moment where a realization occurred to me. When I realized that my truth was different from the others, I knew Hikari, despite all her devilry, she wouldn't go for such a half-assed plan. And so, this is the moment where my role as a seeker of the truth became clear. No, this can't be right. Hikari is innocent. He had made a foolish assessment in the Kurane, and he would be able to tell that the culprit is Hanazono Hikari. No, that's not true. It seems you are not willing to look at this logically. Fine then. I not challenge you to a battle in court. Man, we need some Pokemons. Sneaky, I choose you. Use your court attack battles. Oh man, that'll be hilarious. What the hell? Well, if it's my only choice, I'll take you on in a karate or prove my client innocent. I wasn't fully sure I'd be able to manage. After all, I never had any interest in law or anything of the sorts. But I knew that moment this was the right thing to do. And so, my first trial was about to begin. Sneaky calls Mewtwo. First time luring? Alright. Rumi says I should smile when meeting my client. Hi, Karane. Bro, she looks sadder than usual. I guess even she doesn't like being accused by everyone. Despite it happening all the time, you didn't do it right. Oh man, that's an impressive sign. You didn't steal his clothes from the locker, right? I'm not surprised you're suspecting me. I guess I do this all the time. But you didn't this time, right? I did. Yikes. Alright. Thanks for the confidence, Not. I'll prove you innocent. Why? Why are you doing this? Everyone else already suspects me. There's no reason to believe in me. If you say you didn't, while looking as sad as you do right now, then you clearly didn't. The Honor Detective has finished investigating the crime scene. The trial is about to begin. Everybody ban May at this point. Now this is actually getting out of hand. Ban May. Everybody in the chat just ban May at this point. Taking up the whole thing at this rate. Ban May. Ban anyone named May at this point. Is that supposed to be an eyeball? I'm counting on you. I never expected her to be so nice. Sincere. I can get used to this. Hashtag ban May in the chat, y'all. Ban May. Get her up out of here at this point, man. This is too much. Yeah. Sorry for also suspecting Hikari. But I'll help you. You seem convinced that she's innocent. I'll teach you what to do as a lawyer. Thanks, Kirby. I'll be counting on you. Alright, let's go in. Aw man, let's just hope this all goes well. Unfortunately, I've already said all I had to say before the trial. Well, I guess that should be. So instead of wasting your time, player, why don't we just get to the good part? Ah, jeez. Alright. Court is now in search for the trial of Hanazono Hakari-sama. Is the prosecutor ready? The prosecution, bro, let's get with this. There has to be some way around this whole thing. The prosecution's ready. Your Honor. Is the defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, he's still going. Yeah, we're back. Refresh chat. It's been going kind of weird. Alright, we're back, y'all. We back. Sheesh. Glad Your Honor. Hanazono Hakari is suspected of stealing her boyfriend's clothes. The victim being Aijo Rentaru. The scene of the crime is the boys' locker room. The time of the crime is suspected to be between 3:40 and 3:50 considering the victim's call. There's no reason to doubt that Hanazono Hakari is the thief, Your Honor. Bro got sent to the gulag, where's the sound? Bruh. Yeah, everybody's gotta refresh this one, bro. I have no idea what's up with the connection at this point. Bro, this is just something else. What is up with this thing? Wow. She's really good at this. I'm screwed beyond belief. She hasn't even started. Don't just give up now. Thank you, Prosecutor Aiz-sama. We may begin the trial. The prosecutor would like to call the detective who investigated the scene of the crime to the witness to stand. Turn the rooftop to this, bro. Like, this is just something. It's so goofy. Please state your name and profession. My name is Yoshimoto Shizuka. I be the knight who fights against crime. I guess detectives don't exist in her fantasy novel. Hey, at least May seems to get it. Oh, you can't hear me? Microphone and everything is working. Everything's working on my end for this stuff. Wait a minute, it probably is working at this point. It is. So I can just view on my phone and see it there. At least Mace seems to get it though. Yeah, it's working, the audio itself. Not sure on your end how's it not working or so. Strange. The foul criminal who committed the crime left some damning evidence. I shall not present it. Oh, beautiful evidence. Okay, so Karani, isn't this your first cross-examination? Alright, listen closely then. The witness will present their testimony. They'll separate it into different segments. One of these segments has something that doesn't quite fit with the evidence we have. You'll have to present that piece of evidence to the specific statement in the testimony that contradicts it. Usually you should bring out their lies or misunderstand to light, but in this case, here. I don't know how you're not hearing me. Oh, there you are. What the fuck is YouTube? Bro, I don't know, man. Like, the audio's working on mine on my phone. Not sure what's going on for YouTube's side, because I hear it directly over there from the phone itself and here. Shizuka's just presenting the facts of case, so nothing's actually false. Yeah, everyone else can hear me well. I'm not sure why it's on your end, so all you gotta do is press her on every statement to get the evidence and info about this case out of her. In latter testimonies, the testifier might lie, so that's when you should be presenting the evidence. But you don't worry about profiles for now. I don't think you'll find any contradictions through them, so ignore them. That should be all for now. Did you get all that, or were you blanking again? What does that even mean? Please never say that again, like, bro. I guess we're still spoke out what she was really thinking there. Bro. There's nothing here. What the freak? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we got anything at this point. I'm honored. Now, if you would let me, I shall leave the battlefield. Objection! No, wait. I have some questions. And despite the fact that Yoshimoto Shizuka's testimony was very clear, I should be allowed to question her at the very least. The defense is allowed to proceed, but do make this brief. Yeah. Alright, this is the second time. F or X? Oh, wait. Instead of me just, how could you know? He started his hunt in the shower room at 3:40 and left at 3:50. I didn't answer my question. Why should be an illogical demon? The reason we know this was because the time Macho and Taro sent us a message about going to the shower was at 3:40. And the time he called us at 3:50. Huzzah for the night of the truth. Illogical demon? What? Huzzah, night of the truth? There had to be better words to pick from. He didn't say anything and it still felt like you were being mean to her. Besides, he sent us a message. Why not read that instead of asking pointless questions? I should take notes from all the important details. I'll sketch it too so I can remember it easily. Okay. There's no contradiction. Kurumi, help! She's reporting facts here, and there's not going to be any contradictions here. If there were, then this club would have been dead day one. Forgot to lock the locker? Indeed. He mentions it in his message on the group. It seems he thought no one would steal anything. I guess he forgot one of his girlfriends was obsessed with him. Hey, how can you say that about one of your best friends? I'm simply saying the facts here. There are no fake emotions involved in a karate. Unlike you, I would like to take my job very seriously. She's right though. And that might be the reason she's so harsh to taking stuff like this seriously. A short expression like that tells me you realize something about them as well, something obvious to everyone else. I think every question, how did they form? The wet floor allowed the dry shoe marks to stick out? Oh boy. I'm gonna guess were they Hikaru shoe markers? Of course they are. I'm so screwed. Unfortunately, no they were not. We tested all of our shoe markers for safety, and it seems none of us wore such shoes. Wait, what? Good news, huh? Wish her entire testimony was filled with them, though. Hey, at least they don't have any decisive evidence, right? So... sounds simple enough. Glad she caught on with all the information. It means that I will not be having a one-sided argument. Here's the thing, though. Despite everything's presented here, I don't see how it could be the work of nobody's but Hikari. Is there any other piece of evidence? There happens to be a gooey substance at the scene. Hey, yo. Bruh, what? Well, even that's still not decisive evidence. We don't know if Hikari committed the crime yet or not. Is she possibly innocent? Do you wish to test that idea? Alright then. Your Honor, the prosecution wishes to bring Hanazo to Hikari so she can testify. Oh, your request has been honorably approved. Wow, this is actually kind of going going well with this. It seems like we're actually getting far with it as of right now. At least something good this time. Something good for the very least. Holy smokes. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Whoa, Neptunes of Glory. What am I even looking at, man? Alright, name and profession. Are we really doing this? Please state your name and profession. Hikari-sama. Bro, you just said the name. Everyone ban May, bro. Ban May in the chat. Ban May, chat. Ban him. This is just too much. Just ban him. What's the point of you asking for a name if you already know it? Alright, here's my app. Hashtag ban May, bro. I had no reason to steal them while he wasn't there. I could just try to take them off while he's in front of me. What? I didn't have any decisive evidence of being there. Because I wasn't there. Plain and simple. Besides, couldn't it have been stolen by another guy? Saying it's a boy's only locker room? Surprised as this is to say, I think your testimony makes a lot of sense. Of course it does. Because it's the truth. So this really shouldn't go. Come on, do you really not see the contradiction in her testimony? It's a sign significantly clear. I see. Well, it wouldn't hurt to cross-examine her. Aren't you meant to be the cross-examination time? Oh my gosh. Now they're gonna do as much as possible this way. Oh gosh. There's so much for this. I had no reason to steal them while he wasn't there. I could just try them on to take them up. What? There's not even much. Days. Alright, first one. Alright, let's see what we got here. This could be... Oh my god. Shit, there's nothing. I might just pull up the evidence list. This might be stupid. Here is contradicting this piece of evidence right here. I'm defending that show because you're sure to be charged for incompetence. Oh my gosh. Charged for incompetence? Now, damn. Well, that's one heart broken. You don't know that yet, though, do you? I don't know. That's what I said. What did you say? Don't know. I thought so. That's so crazy, man. That is insane. Sheesh. Could it be? Oh crap, it's the same one. I'm just mixing these up. Dude, this is the fun of a court game. Screw it, I might as well just pull this off. Man, this is just... You know what? Oh, nah. Crap. How does this even go? Hold on. How the hell? all of those conversations already. Screw it. I'm gonna do it anyway. Finally, an ending. There's nothing else I can do at that point. I don't even know. There's no other evidence. Like that's all the evidence there. I guess this might be one of the trash of the games I played. Oh man. All right, I guess that's pretty much guilty as charged. Sheesh, this game. All right. Retry from the scene. Bro, how does this even work, honestly? Like, how does this kind of a thing even... Yeah, this game is just incomplete, honestly, bro. It has to be the worst game I played on this channel by far. Because I'm not sure how... Like, how does one even get through this? I think you need to present the evidence onto one of the defendant's testimony. I did that, but... What? Yeah, this has to be the worst game I played on so far on this channel. I'm gonna just delete this game off my computer at this rate. That's just terrible. And that's pretty much the end of today's live stream right now. I'm just gonna play a whole nother game today. To be for real, we haven't tried Ace Attorney before. No, I've never even played that game before. I mean, I've only seen like probably just one video of it and that's it, because I didn't really, care as much about the game itself, besides like one of the jokes I've seen from, people, but then I forgot all about it since then. Like, it's been a long time, honestly. Well, I guess that's the end of today's live stream, everyone. That actually sucks. This has been the worst game I played by far on my channel. But anyways, thank you guys for joining in tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.